From the longest standing home of the Texas Rangers that played host to 2 editions of the World Series, we welcome you to Globe Life Park in Arlington for the 100th edition of the UIL State Playoffs here on the NFHS Network. It's a battle of old school versus new school here in the area round as the luckiest coach in high school football, Kyle Story, and his Independence Knights prepare to take on the winningest Texas high school football program of all time, the Highland Park Scots. I'm Christian Dutcher, ecstatic to be joining you once again this week with award-winning columnist Matt Wixon as we get you set for tonight's matchup. A lot of big names have come to town as the UIL Small School State Championships take place just down the road, and here at Globe Life Park, it is absolutely no different. Tonight's competition needs little introduction as we prepare to watch 2 of the most exciting programs in Dallas-Fort Worth. Both programs coming in with the Division I commit 3-star quarterback, one whose ink is drying from yesterday's National Signing Day, the other foregoing the early signing period in hopes of finding a better potential offer. The question is, Mr. Wixon, what does each quarterback and their team need to do to keep their playoff dreams alive?
Well, I think Frisco Independence fans probably don't want to hear this, but they are the underdog in this game against a really good and undefeated Highland Park team. For Independence, they cannot afford to make any mistakes. And we were talking about quarterbacks. Braylon Braxton has been good at avoiding mistakes this year. That's going to be really important for the Knights, but they're going to have to force some mistakes as well with this Highland Park team.
Shager, all receivers. He's looking to pass and connects with number 85. That was John Rutledge.
And for people who have seen Highland Park in past years, it is not much different this year. They have a lot of receivers. They spread the ball around. They also have a running back by committee type philosophy. They are going to have a lot of people in action, a lot of depth. That is what you get from Highland Park pretty much every season. Taking close to 3 minutes off the clock.
They're a hard team to play against. Shager hands it off once again to Bond. He's going to get in the end zone for the first touchdown of the evening. Big statement. You've got to take advantage when they make a mistake because they don't make them often. Braden Shager in the backfield. He's looking to pass deep and is going to connect with number 4, Crockett Corwin. And that's going to get to the 15-yard line for the first down and a heck of a lot more.
Yeah, this beautifully executed play by Highland Park. Shager throwing across the seam to Crockett Corwin, and the pass couldn't have been more on the money. Hit him in the chest on the run, and a big play gets Highland Park back into Independence in the Independence red zone.
Bond and Gobriel in the backfield. He's going to hand it off to Gobriel for the Highland Park touchdown. And they run up the scoreboard 13-0 here in the first quarter. The kick from Jack Stone is going to go deep into that end zone, and it's going to be dropped, and now he's on the run. He gets to the 17-yard line, we'll call it. I'm not sure I agree with him running out of that end zone.
That was a gutsy move by Jalen Braxton. I will give him this. He got more than I thought he was going to be able to get because they were coming down there quickly. It was deep. It was halfway through the end zone, and he juggled or it bounced in front of him. But he did a good job to get out to the 17-yard line. You know, when you're down 14-0, you're just trying to make something happen, and that's what Jalen Braxton was doing, parked.
Shager looking to pass once again with all receivers. He's holding on to it. Looks like he's still trying to pass, though. And he's going to connect with Will Pettyjohn into the end zone for their 3rd touchdown of the night. It is nonstop with this Highland Park offense.
Well, on that play, Shager did a great job to buy some time. Independence was able to get a little bit of pressure on him, but by buying time, that was just asking too much of those defensive backs for Independence to have to cover for that long. He finds an open receiver, and he's been on the money with every throw tonight.
Another name you're probably going to get very familiar with tonight, Sam Einrich with the extra point. That is good, bringing them up to 21-0 with 57 seconds left here in the first quarter. 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. He's looking to pass, but there's going to be a huge defensive line on him as he is absolutely demolished by Marshall Landwehr and Andrew Marlis. Here's the snap. Braxton looking to pass, and he's going to connect with Elijah Arroyo for the first Independence touchdown of the evening. Your score 21-6.
Beautiful play for Independence. Braylon Braxton with the back shoulder fade to Elijah Arroyo, which is a great option when you have a 6'4" receiver out there. That receiver is going to Miami. It's going to be a Hurricane next year. And a great response by Independence gets them on the board.
Tristan Cayley this time not punting it as he gets it within the post for an Independence field goal, 21-7 with 8:15 left to go here in the half. Brooks, Bond, and Anthony Gobriel. He's going to hand it off to Bond, and that's going to be another touchdown for the Highland Park Scots, brought in by Brooks Bond. 2 yards on the play, 27-7 your score with 5:09 left in the half.
The ball after the catch, but he was not able to, didn't have any time. Once he caught the ball, the defender was tackling him, so 4th and 2, and it looks like Independence will punt it away. Oh, it's a fake.
It's a fake pass completed to number 23. That is Jalen Braxton, and that's going to be enough to move the chains. Like I said, I didn't think they were going to want to give up that ball there, and they were able to catch the Highland Park defense off guard. That's an incredible play by Tristan Cayley, their punter, who came out and threw it for the Knights. Braxton, 3 receivers to his left. He's looking deep. He's going to find Jordan Tyson in that backfield and connect with him. And he's going to be brought down at that 24-yard line. A great play by the Independence Knights.
Yeah, just as I was mentioning, they've been able to throw the ball downfield, really successful throughout the year. We hadn't seen it tonight, and that was a beautiful play. Braylon Braxton throwing deep to Jordan Tyson, who didn't quite lay out for it, but had to really reach for it. Made a really nice catch and was able to hang on to the ball as he was hitting the turf. Huge play for the Knights. Long field goal attempt, but we know that he can make it. 42-yarder. And it's
going to be another fake. Tristan Cayley connects with Jordan Tyson at the 5-yard line. And Independence is rallying once again. You'd think they'd be a little bit more prepared after that last time, but they weren't. And Tristan Cayley is able to take advantage. He is the saving grace tonight for these Knights.
Boy, what a pass. Another great pass by the kicker. He's making a bid for all-district quarterback. They would like less time left. They don't want to give the ball back to Highland Park with any time.
Absolutely. Braylon Braxton looks in the end zone, and it's going to be a touchdown for the Independence Knights, connecting with Jordan Tyson. And it is a whole new ball game here from Globe Life Park, the former home of the Rangers. 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. He's going to hold on to it, fling it to Gobriel. He's on the run past the chains at the 40, at the 30, at the 20, and brought down at that 17-yard line.
And it is a 4 downs every time for Independence now.
Braylon Braxton, he's looking deep, trying to find Jordan Tyson, going to connect for the first down and then some at the 35-yard line. Shager hands it off to Bond. Bond is finding his way into that end zone pretty easily, finds that hole, and no one's there to stop him.
Passer has been pretty phenomenal.
Braylon Braxton looking deep and is going to connect with number 22, Braden West, for the touchdowns, their 3rd of the evening, putting up 20 points on the board with 1:27 left to go. And like we said, star-studded talent on both sides and a well-rounded team at that. But it's going to be the Highland Park Scots who emerge victorious in the area round. Like we said, they'll be taking on the winner of tomorrow night's matchup between Magnolia and Lone Star. Mr. Wixon, what are your final thoughts on tonight's contest?
Well, final thoughts. Independence, they missed a few opportunities to hang in this game, but they have no reason to hang their heads. I mean, Highland Park is the superior team this year among the two. Highland Park is one of the best teams in the state. I think Independence can feel pretty good about going out on this season. They got down 21-0 after the first quarter. They battled back. They made it interesting, 28-14 at the half. They were in this game, and that's a lot to be said after you're down 21-0. I think they can leave this game feeling good, both about their effort in this game and their effort in this season.
Well, Independence will not advance, but Frisco ISD will have 2 more attempts to get into the next round of the 100th edition of the UIL State Playoffs. As we said, Lone Star tomorrow night, as well as Frisco, who takes on South Oak Cliff. If either of them make it to the playoffs next week, we'll be sure to be there to cover it for you on Christmas Eve. We are so grateful, however, that you decide to spend your Thursday evening with us. On behalf of Matt Wixon, our producer Brent Reese, and our production manager Nathan Doherty, I am Christian Dutcher, wishing you a safe and coronavirus-free holiday. Your final score from Globe Life Park is 42 Highland Park, Independence 20. Have a safe and wonderful weekend.